My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Dueling here in the Bazaar. Look, I know we're at the loading screen, but how long until I get this railgun? I've been looking for it for ages. Can I start with a tech item? I can indeed. It's always gonna be one. Weaponized core. Every 6 seconds deal 20 damage, and then weapons to the right get plus 10 damage for the fight. One of the only cores that was buffed in a recent update. Armored core for additional shielding, and companion core hastes adjacents. When you use another friend, charge this 1 second. I do like companion core because it gives you the ability to exploit a lot of different things, including but not limited to tech. Armored core is really... It feels like Armored Core is very narrow at the moment. It's very solved. It's very, like, if you're going to utilize it, put all the fast things on the left, put all the duct tape and the force field on the right, and hope you got them fast enough. Like, I don't know if I want to lock myself into that narrow a game plan right now. The core can totally go off field. Oh, absolutely. But I would have to find something very cohesive for that. I'm honestly most threatened by using the weaponized core at the moment, so let's do it. It was buffed. Strange mushroom for experience. The worst case scenario here is I find Kina is the only shop that I'm capable of going to. And in doing that, actually, I'll go to Fanginglet to try and find a fast weapon. And that in doing that, I would prevent myself from being able to pick up any more weapons, but I would still be level 2 before the first fight, which is not where you want to be. Not when you have a weaponized core that gives plus 10 to the weapons to the right of it. That's huge weapon scaling. Like, that's insane weapon damage scaling for early on. That'll get us through a lot of fights. Put a Blastos over the left-hand side so I don't die to Vanessa. Pop a pulse rifle on the right-hand side next to a Hamlet. It's good enough. Obviously not before the end of the first day. That's 7 slots. I'm not wild. Ooh, Fang. I'll take it. All right, don't be Kino. 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 It's not Kino. It's middle.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
Okay, so because it's middle and there's, like, I would only be fielding 2 medium items, I'm gonna roll, because Welding Torch is useless to me right now. It doesn't do enough burn, and I don't have enough shield for it to really do anything. Monitor Lizard, obviously no, I have no haste source. Chem Snail, theoretically, it is 4 seconds to poison 3 and slow 1 item, but, like, if I find weapons on the other side of this, or just, you know, faster left-hand side items for the weaponized core, we're on much better pace. Yeah, 100%. Or rocket launcher. Every 6 seconds, deal 8 damage, burn 2 with a multicast of 3. Incredible item to put on the other side of the core. Blast doors. Exactly what I was asking for.
And I'll trot it to your door.
And we even still have enough gold to re-roll here in pips if we don't get left-handed or right-handed. Oh, this is great. I even get to choose. It's going to be right-handed. Because the core is... It's not going to be particularly fast here. Oh, wow. Plus 3 burn. No, the damage is going to be more relevant long term.
You've learned all you can from me. See Argenta. She's...
Ooh. Okay, well, I thought they had scaling burn damage, and I was about to be scared, but they don't. Instead... They have this beautiful rocket launcher and welding torch, which are going to charge my blast doors. And then I'm going to hit you in the face for 1 billion trillion damage points. How do you feel about that, chap? Pretty dead about it, it looks like. Curious. We don't have a huge amount of money, but like cooldown reduction for the blast doors is really good because it's got 20 seconds by default, so 3% is 0.6 seconds off of it. Like it's really impactful. 0.6? Yeah, 0.6. That said, with these options and the amount of money I have at the moment, I'm going to go study, get some experience. Definitely golden experience here. Yes, middle was there. She could have upgraded either the rocket launcher or the blast doors. Blast doors upgrade I would have accepted. But I don't need them right now. What I need right now is golden experience so that on the other side, I can afford to look at other shops if I need to. I honestly could probably roll into the second day fight with this and still be good. It'd be nice to get 2 faster items for the left-hand side of the core, though. Maybe even 4 of them, so that if I'm fighting an enemy who I don't expect, like, I don't know, Pygmalion, who I don't expect to interact with blast doors, I can just not. Junkyard Club, when you sell this, your weapons gain +6 damage. Hell yeah. Bronze tier tool. I'm gonna go for a bronze tier item, and I'm looking for a weapon. Dark tape. I'm using Jason item shield for 1 income? Tinker for friends. Tinker is expensive to roll, so I'm gonna go and get experience. I'll get a skill. Toughness? 10 additional shield on the duct tape. That's actually pretty relevant. Dang. This is what I was worried about, getting the mountain pass. I mean, I can actually still fill out a full board. You know what? Absolutely. Oh! I'll beat him up again! I don't need the Junkyard Club to do it, so I'm just gonna fight you straight up. And then I'm gonna check how the Junkyard Club upgrades. +8 damage to your weapons. So we'd sell the one we currently have, then get the new one, then sell that. If it tried to offer me the upgrade. +12 damage to the board is pretty wild. So here's the thing, the core activates more than, or rather the Fang activates more than the weaponized core. It's responsible for 1 activation of the weaponized core. On the other side, it would be faster for the scaling of duct tape, not scaling, for the shielding of duct tape, and also it would be scaled by the weaponized core. So the weaponized core would go off 1 less time, so it would only have given 30 damage to the items on the other side. But this would have gone off for, well, scaling damage over the course of its time. So, like, 5, 5, 15, 15. Oh, probably like 5, 15, 15, 25, 25, 35. I think it's significantly better on the other side of the core at the moment. Scrap for another 12 shield every time I use an item next to the duct tape certainly helps us. And it's a Vanessa, so I'm definitely keeping my blast doors up.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share.
Show me double barrel with not enough ammo to win the fight. Oh, poison. Dang. I mean, poison and shield with scaling. Oh, okay, this could be interesting. We do have good weapon scaling, but like, they've got good shield scaling as well. And their poison is under my eye. I lose. Dang.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like waves.
Day 2. Catfish, silver pearl, silver barrel, a beach ball, and a pufferfish already. Oh, all right. Annoyingly, this is exactly the kind of build that I think should be able to suppress that build at the moment. If I didn't have blast doors and maybe had 2 more active items, maybe? I have a lot of money right now, and I'm not living long enough. So why don't I fix both of those problems at the same time? As much as Barkun could give me 5 gold back for the chocolate bars that well, old experience, though. I'm going to Barkun. Call me crazy, but I actually think this might be a good idea right now. Pulse rifle, definitely want a fast weapon.
Sure, that was a good trade. This is a gift at any price.
Tesla coil. When you use an adjacent tech, charge an item 1 second. Weaponized core is a tech, but none of my other items are. And I don't have a friend active yet, which wants to field itself. And the pulse rifle, probably like this. Friend there. And then the pulse rifle is between, or rather the duct tape is between two very, very fast triggering weapons. Yes, we have to wait the full 6 seconds for the weaponized core to actually buff our items. But like, if it's way over on this side, it benefits from so much charge, and also it doesn't do any damage because it's not scaling anything, it's not scaling itself. The reason that I was very, very comfortable putting the weaponized core on the full right-hand side most of the time, very, very early on, is because, especially with Alpha Ray, or other skills that you might get that give you scaling from using your core, it was more important to use your core faster for the sake of the scaling of your board than to use your core to naturally scale items. That's definitely not the case at the moment. If I can get a single slot friend, we're absolutely off to the races. Upgrade a bronze tier item. At this point, I think that's totally appropriate for the bronze tier item to be the weaponized core. Blast doors would be nice, but as we just saw in the previous fight, there are builds that I am not capable of out-damaging at this point, and if I'm all focused on damage, you'd really hope that the one thing I'd be capable of doing would be out-damaging the enemy. I put those over that side and then go more shield. With 4 seconds on the left-hand side, the weaponized core should be faster than the 4-second cooldowns for the sake of the duct tape. And that's all that really matters for the Scout Trooper. Scout Trooper's going to hit us a lot, so the blast doors are going to be huge. Obviously, we've also got the additional shielding. Give me the Uzi, please. Just give it to me! Yeah, no problems. Weak point detector. Every 6 seconds, your weapons gain 6 damage for the fight. When you slow, charge this. I do have a slow item on board, activating every 6 seconds. I still don't think it's going to be worth it, though. Isla, you sell weapons, but I would love to fight someone. Dang. If only we did light bulb, though. Ah, that gives me an idea. I'll hold that in the back pocket until it's relevant. Finn's Big Bite, 10 additional shield for the duct tape. Probably from that, but I'm going to go to middle. A lot of upgrades we could hit here.
All about moderation.
Balloon Bot. When you use the weapon to the right of this gains 10 additional shield for the fight. You know what?
I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
You know what? Light bulb for the faster activation of the weaponized core also gives a crit chance. Not especially relevant, to be honest. I got one tech item. I don't think that asks me to roll Tesla coil, but it is the fastest tech item in light bulb. Or one of the fastest tech items. Fastest cooldown on a tech item, I believe. This would be the opportunity to start looking towards railgun, but like Tesla coil is a 2-size space that's on a railgun board. Like you really need a huge amount of very fast techs before Tesla coil is better than just fielding 2 techs in its place.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Flashy pilot. They don't have a vehicle. Good. I was looking at their board and I was like, I can't see a vehicle placed there. We can immediately see how blast doors might have been relevant here. Thankfully, I'm shielding about the same as they're dealing in damage with the shotgun. Oh my god.
Defeat does not defeat me.
I was so ready to lose by 1 health there. They were sitting on 1 health for so long. Yeah, blast doors would have had a field day there. That said, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't scale fast enough for the sake of actually helping us. Balloonbot did some serious work there.
Few warriors live to retire. Buy my weapon, and when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
Fastest available item. Alpha Ray scaling is way too low to actually use as scaling. Like, literally, when you use the core or another ray, your weapons gain +2 damage for the fight. No other ray is going to want to be on the same board as Alpha Ray. Alpha Ray, well, not often at least. Alpha Ray's damage is not enough to really care about the scaling of that. Alpha Ray is for scaling other rays at this point, maybe. 2 damage. This is giving 15. I would have to activate the weaponized core 7.5 times in order for it to give the same scaling from Alpha Ray as it can just being on the side of the weapons. Chris Army Knife, every 5 seconds, deal 6 damage and shield 6. I'll take that, because then I can take balloon, like, I have the ability to pivot to this if I think it's better. Just having a one size item to sub in instead of the balloon bot. And then there's also Arc Blaster. When you use a tech, charge this 1 second. I, with Light Bulb,
use it well.
am going to collect it.
Proud.
Mechmol's way too slow and I have no haste for it, so walk away and see what Argenta's doing.
What holds you down? Think you're ready for that?
When you buy or upgrade this, upgrade the core. Getting the core to diamond tier this early, plus 20 damage to all the items, is pretty significant. 5% cooldown reduction is nice, admittedly, but, like, I don't know if it's better than getting the upgrade right now. I think, like, that's a really early. Yeah, it's really early for the weaponized core to be plus 20 for all the things. Cooldown, sorry, the golden experience, please. We can absolutely kill Hydro Dude with no problems whatsoever. I don't even think I'm safer with Blast Doors than I am with Balloon Bot. Are you going to be big, bad, and bold enough to give me electric eels? Are you a bad enough gamer to give me electric eels with a weaponized core? Time to find out. 300 from Balloon Bot. 1... So 3, 4, 8, total of 15. 15 is 30 seconds worth of charge to the blast doors. And if this activated 4 times, we got at least 16 seconds into the fight. So the blast doors would have had like 45 seconds worth of charge, which means it would have gone off twice for 200 shielding. So yeah, Balloon Bot's ahead of it. And this is with an enemy who was hitting me, like, a fair amount. Chum. Your aquatic items get 8% crit chance for the fight. And when you buy this, you get a piranha. Oh, even sell them to Barkun for extra
As a
money.
GSM
Hell yeah.
and master merchant, I can sell you things. Oh, look. It's so tiny.
Oh, this starts at silver tier. Anyway, its numbers are really bad, so it's not good. Ballista. I'm not doing haste stuff. I'll upgrade blast doors and take a schematic, especially because silver tier schematic is good enough to give you railgun.
Business tree.
I'm gonna be a business tree.
Most orcs never leave the forests.
Most dogs never leave the forest. Right.
On behalf of the Grand Society of them, Mr.
Thanks.
Anyway, thanks.
I love him so much. My boy. If I hear of any harm befalling him, I am going to go Goku mode. Get silver loot. Silver tier. Silver loot. Silver tier. Silver tier item. Silver loot. Silver tier item. Why is there always fuel rod? Entirely unusable item. Oh, boy. I'm just gonna get rid of that immediately so I don't have to look at it. Middle, you sell medium items. I got a lot of medium items. Why don't you upgrade a medium item I have?
What can I get you?
So far, I have absolutely no way to trigger the power drill. I've got one slow every 6 seconds from duct tape. That's it. Armadillo is surprisingly fast, actually, right now. Like, I'd lose all of the shielding of Balloon Bot, but every 4... Well, actually, let's do this on a number that is equal to both of them, right? So every 12 seconds, 6 casts from this and 9 from this, for 15 additional shield charges, which is 30 seconds worth of charge to the Armadillo. And over the course of those 12 seconds, you've also gone
Take your
1.5
time,
charges
but
of
let me know if
yourself.
I
So
can help.
it's 12 seconds charge as well as 42 seconds worth of charge. So this goes off 5 times in 12 seconds with scaled damage.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Okay. I like it. I am going to need to manage my inventory a little bit, and I feel like my friends are the first ones that get it. Remote control, use the core. No, thank you. I want different tech items. Different tech items. I want them to be like those ones, but different. Cybersecurity, deal 15 damage for each weapon or tech item you have, deals 2 times damage if it's your only friend. So every 10 seconds, it would deal 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, God. What? It's getting 75 out of that, and if it's my only friend, it's 150. Compares so disfavorably to what we're already doing on board that I'm not even gonna varnish it with an answer. Not even gonna garnish it with an answer. Not even gonna furnish it with an answer. The only niche I will do with respect to it is admonish it as my way of answer. With Vanessa, I really feel like I should probably field the blast doors right now. I just need her to kill me slower than I can kill her. Rocket launcher is significantly slower than other things I'm capable of doing at the same time instead, so I could do this. It significantly slows down our damage output, but it gives us some shield. I I guess it really depends whether or not she's doing poison or weapons. I expect weapons, though. Expecting weapons has been correct more often than not recently. I could try and do the mid path by having that just for the balloon bot. Every 4 seconds, I think it'll be enough. I want to keep as much offense as possible on the field, as well as having some scaling shielding just in case. But this gives me the ability to possibly survive Weapons Vanessa, but definitely beat Poison Vanessa. This would definitely beat Poison Vanessa, but probably loses to Weapons. Sorry, definitely beats Weapons, but probably loses to Poison. So I think this, on average, has a higher chance to win. What are you doing, Mike Jones?
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Some damage. Okay, mostly damage. That's certainly not going to be enough. An additional 8 damage to the double barrel every so often.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
All right. Today's pretty much the day that I have to get a build online, and this is not a build. These are items. This is not a build. There are different things. A build has items in it, but that doesn't make it the same. I gotta make sure that I have space when the schematics goes off as well. I think Plastors is like on its last legs. I need to stay more aggressive than Blastors is capable of keeping me. I have 3 spaces open so the schematic can go off. I don't know why that's relevant. Don't ask me. Kina, you sell non-weapon items. That's fine. Why don't I get a weapon, though? Laser security system when you use a property. Oh. I'm going to sell this despite the fact that you don't want to sell small items before you go to the trash down there. Because when you do sell small items, he give you bonus for them. But Shadow Cloak could also be pretty cool, I guess. But I'm going to level up at the end of this fight. It's very important I have 3 spaces in my inventory, don't ask why. I did even get the skill. Oh, it's shield items get +1 shield. Cool. Yeah, damage is pretty good. Dang. Motherboard. Haste the core for 2 seconds every 5 seconds. When the core gains haste, it gains 10 damage for the fight. This would be the scaling plan. Like, you put the core there, and then you get a bunch of ways to give it haste, and then the core is going off a bunch of times, dealing all of our damage. Like, that's one way to go with it, certainly. Goodbye, motherboard. Silver tier or lower item gets an upgrade, you say? How about all the tech items I get every time I level up and now gold tier? How about that instead? Oh. I really want to get... just because of how much the duct tape can do. I'm doing it. I'm getting rid of Balloon Bot. I'm very happy that I got to run him for a period of time, and he was, very, very useful for a period of time as well. And look, he might have even still been useful for a long period of time. We'll never know. I love that as soon as I get augmented defenses, your shield items have +6 shield. When you sell a small item, increase the bonus by +1 shield. I love that as soon as I get that, I get both of the events that allow us to just buy and sell a bunch of small items. Really helping out the additional shielding that duct tape is giving. I also got 3% crit chance and 4 damage across all of our weapons. Like, that's really efficient. And yes, if I'm fighting a pig, I'm going to want damage more than I am going to want anything else. For reasons. These reasons are important. It's fixer-upper. It's basically just suppress their fixer-upper shield damage until so they don't hit me in the face with it. With their force field. Yeah, I need this fight to end basically before it starts if I want to have a chance to win. Okay, I'm noticing a distinct lack of the fight being over. We are suppressing their shield very consistently, also generating my own shield very consistently, which I'm happy about, but... Oh, we get there, hell yes. Hell yeah. So they had reinforced steel. Whenever you use a property, your weapons gain +5 and your shield items gain +5. They had a golden Jabalian longbow. Golden Ganjo between the fixer-upper and the force field. And they had force field, so they won that from the eccentric Etherite event. And that still wasn't enough to beat my board. I'm very pleased with that. That means this is going okay. I mean, I'm just looking. Ballista, when you haste, this gains 20 damage to the fight. When it gains haste, charge at 2 seconds. And Hamlet, when you slow, charges 1 second. Nope. I'll roll the expensive roll. Huh. Great. When you use an adjacent large item, this gains 30% damage to the fight. When you use an adjacent medium item, it gains 20% damage to the fight. The main problem here, the main crane problem that I face in Spain is that while I do have other fast items, like, you know, imagine Uzi and Weaponized Core off the field, and Crane is literally just between the Pulse Rifle and the Rocket Launcher. I guess we'd replace Armadillo at that point. Sure. Like, assume all of that to have happened. This bad boy needs to be diamond tier to be scaling to really significant numbers. But also really wants to be hasted so that I don't have to get, 20 seconds into the fight for it to hit for the second time to actually kill him. Soldering guns here as well. Every 5 seconds burn 2. Has +1 multicast if it's adjacent to a friend. +1 multicast if it's adjacent to a tool. We do have Chris Army Knight, both friend and tool. But the thing is, if I did that, then everything would have to be over the left-hand side of the weaponized core, and it's just about buffing the rocket launcher faster, which is one of my slower weapons, as it actually turns out, because we would need to do that. And then have the soldering gun there. It does significantly speed up our weapon scaling. But I really think the fact that we have multiple fast weapons accepting and benefiting from that scaling at the moment is part of why we're doing successfully. If I already... Because currently I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's a tool item, right? So if I get Grease Fire, then this is giving, 6 burn triggers constantly, and then I can put a Solar Farm on field, and it's triggering every time that... Like, it's just a lot that I'm asking for right now. Like, I have to get so many other things for that to actually be relevant in the first place. That feels bad. Middle, I got a lot of unupgraded medium items. You care to fix that for me? Over the course of 12 seconds, missiles fires 6 times? Over the course of 12 seconds, Armadillo fired, what, was 5.5 times we determined? Yeah, it gets 42 seconds worth of charge, so 5 times plus 2 seconds.
Oh, you look a little troubled. Want to talk about it? Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
I mean, she's definitely a better damage carrier. The core will be reloaded consistently, with the Uzi going off 2 times in 4 seconds. Over the course of 4 seconds, the weaponized core has gotten enough charge to go off, so the missiles should be charged. Crane, we could have upgraded it. Loan Shark. Very narrow choices in Loan Shark for benefits. It's ATM, I guess. Zookeeper, Crook. Hilariously, a Crook on this field would actually slap. Is there any chance in hell we are Crook gamers? An alternative possibility here is Toxic Friendship. When you use a friend, poison 1. There's also Dragon Whelp. Deal 1 damage and then burn equal to this item's damage. Those two are things that would... Those two and the Crook are things that would cause me to rethink our board. I saw a medium item and I was getting excited. Salamander Pop. When you sell this, your leftmost burn item gets +4 burn. I'll probably just throw that on the rocket launcher, but it's also probably not especially relevant. Hasten charge skills, yes, but bronze and silver tier hasten charge skills are almost irrelevant to us. Slow skills. Always all in and always gambling, unfortunately.
I will train you to live.
But it especially works when the first 5 times you burn each fight, you haste the core for 2 seconds, and I burn with a rocket launcher. There is also liquid cooled. The first 5 times you use the core, each fight freeze an item of equal or smaller size, and that's very good, but I need to be, like, damage dominant right now. I almost want to go to Kev's Armory literally looking for... Oh, I leveled up and I forgot about it. Then I got a small item, thankfully. Memory card. When you sell this, the core gains damage equal to triple this item's value. Oh, yeah. I kind of want to go to Kev's Armory looking for a shielded enchant item. That's so bold.
Don't have scales? I can forge some for you.
Shield weak point detector. I mean, it's a shielded enchant item. When you shield, your shield items gain +9 shield for the fight when you use it, and it triggers based off of slows. That's not really going to be approachable for us, unfortunately.
Are you sure? You're very soft.
Mysterious Portal, what do you think I should do?
The bazaar
Lux!
is a tawdry place, but the lack of regulation is liberating.
Capacitor. Every 5 seconds, charge adjacent items for 1 second. Bulldozer. When you use another friend, this gains 30 damage to the fight. Your other friend's cooldowns are reduced by 30%. By 30%. So... Whoa. I was not trying to close that window. I was trying to calculate something. 8 times 0.3. Okay, so it loses 2.4 seconds of its cooldown. Gets down to 5.6. So, like, because we'd have multiple friends on board. I literally don't even have the money to buy him if I sold everything. 10. I get up to 40. I can literally get to 42. All right, whatever. Look, I wanted to entertain the possibility for a second just in case it happened to be relevant at all. It's not, and it isn't. And I don't think I reroll just looking for a random diamond tier that I would have to sell everything for because it costs 8 to reroll this store.
Go on, back into your swamp of mediocrity.
So this is 2 casts every 4 seconds. This is 6 casts every 3 seconds. Sorry, 3 casts every 6 seconds. So they both cast on average about every 2 seconds. So I don't think I want to change right-handed. Ideally, the target for right-handed would be Pulse Rifle, but then Pulse Rifle can't also be adjacent to both Duct Tape and Missiles if it's on the far right. Hopefully this guy hasn't gotten the Fixer-Upper together. I mean, they're not enchanted yet as well, so they are approachable. Yep, that's the Diamond Tier Fixer-Upper. And that's a deed in a balcony. Oh boy, it's got a lot of value. Can I outscale it? I believe the answer to be, of course not. Oh, cool. They even had the clean storefront for plus 15 to its value during combat. Which it then doubles and doubles again. Yeah, as it turns out, 1,000 shield every 3 seconds is kind of difficult to beat. Missiles is a slouch in this damage. She fired 16 times. 18 and 27 is 35, 45. 45 would be 90 seconds of triggers for... How long was the fight? This went off 36 seconds, I guess? So 90, 36, 126. Oh, yeah, so the Armadillo would have gone off basically as many times as Missiles there. Would have gone off 15 and a bit times. Huh. If I add any additional shielding back onto this board, then Missiles is significantly worse than Armadillo. Especially if I find the shielded enchant, then it's obviously Armadillo. B1 and B2 are here, offering to upgrade some items for us. I still haven't gotten a railgun, so, like, looking for the payoff there feels bad. Selling all of these so I can upgrade, what, missiles and a pulse rifle, the things that are currently not really helping us enough, also feels bad. I don't know if I go to B1 and B2. They're going to offer me an upgrade for an Uzi and a duct tape. Why do I care about that? They don't really get more powerful with that.
Small things remind me of seeds, acorns.
Home. Charging station. When you use the item to the left of this, charge the item to the right of this. Plus 1 second. And when you use the core, it gains plus 20 damage for the fight. I'm going to take a charging station.
You see it, Quicksilver? I made a sale.
There has to be a significantly better construction of our board. Like... What about this? So it's literally about using the core as fast as possible, but now we have the charging station. So when you use the core, it gains plus 20 damage for the fight. So the core is scaling itself now. I lose all of the additional shielding I'm getting from duct tape, which admittedly feels really bad. But I might need it.
Oh, it's like the baby birds that nested in my mother. Where's Mitchworth? Oh, did he see me close a deal?
Now I have some scaling that is very happy for my weaponized core to be on the far right of the board. When you use the item to the left of this, fastest item is definitely the pulse rifle, and the next fastest item is certainly the rocket launcher. But I could also use the pulse rifle to, every 4 seconds, give 6 seconds worth of charge to the weaponized core 3 from itself and then 3 from the charging station in order to scale the the rocket launcher significantly faster. So what? I lose 3 charges every 6 seconds. Well, actually, it'd be even faster than that because the rocket launcher is getting charges, but those charges are just directly being given to the weaponized core, so I don't think that's a fair comparison point. But the core gets additional damage when it is used. So, in this configuration, when the pulse rifle goes off, the weaponized core gets 3 charge, and it also gets 3 seconds closer to getting 3 more charge from the rocket launcher. So again, let's do this over the course of 12 seconds. We don't need to care about missiles. She's not changing position. Pulse rifle goes off 9 times. And in that 9 times, it gives 9 seconds worth of charge to the rocket launcher. So the rocket launcher is now 21 seconds into the fight.
Take your time. We orcs respect patience.
All right, 12, 9, yeah. 21 seconds into the fight. So this has gone off at that point. Let's say it does a hit every 2 seconds, just so I don't have to care about when it actually casts. It does a hit every 2 seconds, so it's done 10. Over this side, it would have done 6. Sorry, hang on. It's done 10. So we've got 12 from Pulse, 10 from this for 22 seconds worth of charge distributed to the weaponized core. Now in this position, we get 12 seconds in. We've got 9 charge from Pulse Rifle. We've got 9 charge from Charging Station. So already 18 seconds worth of charge for the weaponized core. This was 19? I mean, it's got to be this then, right? Yeah, I paused to think about it a little bit more, and I do think this is correct. The scaling of the damage on an additional weapon and also the weaponized core getting pretty much exactly same scaling anyway. Like, it's 18 versus 19. I think we want the additional scaling on the rocket launcher as well. I guess I have no money, so let's go to the docks. Bayonet. When you use the weapon to the left of this, deal 20 damage. That's actually sick. I definitely can't feel it at the moment, but that's absurdly good. I definitely need to get rid of a couple items here. So I would love to go for the Radiant Corsair. But I have a lot of damage, I just don't have a lot of shielding, and shielding is really necessary in that fight. Does this do its damage fast enough to push through that combat anyway? I really want to get the duct tape in a good position here. Because you want a shield in that fight. You really do want a shield in that fight. And any amount of scaling will eventually get there. I just need to make sure that I shield consistently. I think I go with this version of the board. And before the fight, honestly, schematics is just money to me now. I'm going to sell the Arc Blaster and the Light Bulb.
Another worm to feed my brood.
Oh, hell yeah. The cooldown they increased was the duct tape. Duct tape's cooldown is irrelevant, buddy. Thank you kindly. We're scaling over the course of this entire time as well, so the second HP bar is going to be significantly faster.
We have no white flag. I burned it.
Alright, Bayonet was really nice in that fight. 3,000 damage. I mean, of course, it's the only weapon being scaled on board, but still. Spyglass! I have to get 2 more items sold. Dang. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the Armadillo. I don't think, like, literally, I'm keeping it for the dream. Yeah, I'm currently keeping it for the dream, which is I find shielded, and then, like, it's everything. But if I give shielded to the core and I run the charging station, I'll also be pretty happy about that, so. Take Spyglass, we level up. We got a small tech item, the cooling fan. Every 5 seconds, give the core 5% crit chance for the fight. And then Spyglass as well. I'm going to be getting rid of those, and we'll go back to the previous board state I just advocated for. Definitely silver tier loot item. Still looking for cooldown reduction. Give that to the core. I'll give crit chance to the core. Especially when it's gaining damage. Pearl's dig site versus weapons. Weapons are certainly good. But Pearl's dig site has weapons. And it has weapons from outside dueling.
For us in the ground.
Spiked buckler, +6 to a weapon when you sell it, +6 to a shield. No. Disguise, get a non-Vanessa item and your items from other heroes have 15% crit chance. It's not other non-Vanessa heroes, it's other heroes than yourself. You also get a non-Vanessa item. So unfortunately, it's not just 15% crit chance for everything. I mean, that's funny. A shiny chem snail every 4 seconds, poison 6, and slow 1 for 2 seconds with 2 multicast. That would totally make some slow builds, like, work. It's also Ballista. I'm not going to be hasting much at all. I haste the core. Submarine. Well, you're a funny item, Submarine, because I know that you're an aquatic weapon and vehicle, but most people don't know you're also a tech item. You just don't say so. Oh, sorry. I realize I just performed that in a joking tone. I'm not kidding. That's actually the case. It's not relevant to us, though. Mortar and pestle, I seal for the weapon to the right. Bulldozer, no. Oh. A fiery flamethrower has double burn, and it deals 2 damage, then it burns for 1 times equal to... That's the replacement for rocket launcher. It's going to provide significantly slower haste from letting off steam, but that is what we want to scale the damage of.
Hey.
Holy hell. You know who has weapons? She has weapons. Zarkon, I would love to see my level 10 before we get to... Oh, yikes. Radiant. No, thank you. I want to do more, is my honest answer to that. Charging station. Charging station is actually a good random enchant here. When you use the core, it will trigger whatever the effect is, including shielding. Yep.
Things are so
We got our damage online. Oh, it's shielding! Hell yes! Now we can take benefit of toughness and augmented defenses again. Ooh, we got a gold Arc Blaster now to sell. Rocket launcher's not going back on board. I think I have a really good and really fun board for day 7. I am about to get fixed up. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Balcony, Deed, Fixer-Upper, Spiky Shield. I can burn you for a lot, but I can't stop you from killing me.
That was invigorating.
Hey, I'm just gonna note at this point, I could lose to Big Malian doing that every single day from now on out. I'm still gonna upload this. I'm very proud of this build. This is going very fun. It's charging station, fiery flame. We're having fun. We're doing cool things. It's just unfortunate that we're also being hooped all over by the meta at the moment. Let me eat. Goldie. I have gold tier items you could upgrade. Scrap metal. That's a pretty good one. When you sell this, upgrade the core. I'm not going to sell it until I upgrade that item itself as well. Rolling for 6 is really expensive here, even if I really do want the fiery upgrade. I mean, I really want the charging station upgrade as well, an additional second of charge every single time. We don't have vehicles on the board at all, so car conductor is significantly less impactful. I'll go Wandering Shoal. I don't have slow access yet, but like, if I had slow access, we could do stuff with that. If we can upgrade the fiery flamethrower, we can get it to double the double burn it has. And that'll cause toil and trouble. Yeah, it's literally just about the power of burn at the moment. Core went off 4 times over the course of that fight. Perma-slow will do that to you. Well, not perma-slow, it's reasonable slow. Common slow. So Tox, I don't know if this is true, but Toxlock sells haste, slow, and cooldown items. Only the upgraded scrap metal is considered to be a cooldown item because it reduces the cooldown of the core by 1 second when you sell it. I don't know if you can sell that to me. And it's up against gumballs. That's hard. Right before I level up, I sold schematics. That seems bad. That seems like a bad idea. Absolutely Simon for skills unique to Dooley here.
I missed you a lot.
Nice. Firepower, an additional 10 damage to the fiery the fiery flamethrower every time we activate it. The fiery flamethrower's damage is the only thing that matters right now. So scaling it 50% faster, pretty big. I really need things to happen immediately when the board starts. The fact that I have to wait 4 seconds before anything happens is really killer at the moment. Give me some HP from snack time. I'm not going to sell the scrap metal until they upgrade it. Getting a second off of the cooldown of the core here would change absolutely everything. I gotta hope that this is a big Malian who is not capable of getting the fixer-upper build together.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Okay, so there's your fixer-upper. Ooh, you don't have a balcony. You don't have a balcony. You don't have a deed. You don't even have a spiky shield. A lot of freeze and a lot of slow, though. Thankfully, our burn scales real high real quick.
I could see you going places, but I'm chasing you.
nice. I really need upgrades on my board. Like, literally an upgrade for Shielding Charger Station and the Fiery Flamethrower completely changes everything.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
I'll gamble on crypto because I got the money for it at the moment. Goodbye, Uzi. You served well. I would love the bayonet to be relevant. I don't think it will be. Uzi is a very fast weapon. Like, I wonder if there's ever a position where, like, Pulse Rifle is faster than Uzi. Every 4 seconds it does 3 casts. Like, it's the best thing to stand next to the shielded charging station, but it demands 2 spaces. It also needs another thing that demands 2 spaces. Like, do I ever find fast enough items that I can justify changing these on this side, or am I stuck? Am I a square build? I won't be there. Because I am square. And Ferris Khan. Can't even upgrade my right-handed, which is the only thing I'd want. Alright, roaming Isley. Yeah, upgrading the Fiery Flamethrower is going to completely change everything. Oh, Tropical Island. Thank you. Gold tier loot item looking for cooldown reduction, of course. 34. That's enough for me to sell the crypto. Tools. What does Toolie have? Army knife, the crane, flamethrower technically counts as a tool. That's good enough.
Some engineers fix things. I make the things they fix things with.
I thought he was going to say, I break things. Weak point detector 12 when you're slow. Yeah, that's just a shame. Really looking for the fiery upgrade there. Well, not the fiery upgrade, the flamethrower upgrade. I just keep referring to the first name in the item, which is getting me stuck here. Citrus for 6 more regeneration, as well as some additional charging. Love it. All network. Oh my god. They added another character to this game. Hell yeah. What's her deal? It's a fixer-upper? No, it's not. It's when you crit with a weapon, shield 40. It's kind of fixer-uppery. They are very comfortably perma-slowing my board in a way that I find quite, malicious. How dare you do that, comma, to me? I got a lot of burn on him. Just not enough. Dang. We got pretty fast there, but just not burned by the end. Well, your enemy has more health than you, and weapons have their cooldowns reduced by 20%. Oh, so they had that from the very start as well? Dang. Additional damage from augmented. I mean, this is literally just the power of a diamond tier dock lines, slowing all of my items constantly.
There's no time but the present.
So we have access to slow now. Why did I care about that? I know I did. I know I did say that slow was relevant to me. Why was it, though? First off, pulse rifle. Let's check your slow. Because I think you slow 2 targets for 1 second. Yeah, it's 2 targets for 1 second every time the pulse rifle goes off. Versus the cause, which will slow a single item for 4 seconds. So this is many more slow, individual slow triggers. This is much bigger slow. I'm going to go many more slow triggers because I would really like to be able to keep the ability to enchant the core. And I think Pulse Rifle holds slow very effectively. That's 6 slow triggers every 4 seconds. Goldie, please upgrade one of them. I don't have tech items. I can't afford to slow down my items. And also, that's hilarious. They added a forklift. Roll. Dang. I don't want to do it. But I'll take a lifesteal on my core to keep me alive. I'm definitely fast enough to take down this guy. Right? My damage is very consistent because it's burn. So it should be able to suppress the enemy's armor. Yeah. Phew, we got there. Yep. Yeah, that got really close. We need ways to make the fiery flamethrower fire faster. What is the most impact here? Giving 2 seconds worth of charge every time the shielded charging station. Also, actually, hang on. Charging. Oh, cool. It also gets plus 40 damage to the core. Honestly, it's got to be the charging station then. I want to upgrade scrap metal and sell it, getting the diamond tier obsidian core, as well as lowering its cooldown by a full second. But currently, I can lower its cooldown by like 3 seconds by upgrading the charging station instead, and also increase the amount of damage scaling it gets so that it can lifesteal some more for us. And if it's going off more, it's also scaling the fiery flamethrower faster. So like I can either have only the fiery flamethrower or only the weaponized core, or I could have all of them. I just have to target the charging station for that. 2 seconds worth of charge when you zone left. Come on, Isla.
With you, but this leg.
Dang. Really hoping she'd have the upgrade for the fiery flamethrower for us.
You'll be back with bruises.
You think? With this much money, I feel like I should go to Pearl, but also what would I want from Pearl? I need a friend that's faster in a single slot than Miss Isles. I need something that's a board buff. I need fiery flamethrower. Like, is it not better to go for Barkun, who's much more narrow? Possibly get my scrap metal. Possibly get my flamethrower.
You look like a hardy one. Need some work?
Oh my god! Fiery scrap metal, when you sell this enchant the core and upgrade it with fiery available. How would this core take fiery? This is weaponized core. Burns equal to 10% of its damage. Yeah, I mean, lifesteal doesn't really have, like, long. I got the scrap metal upgrade, and I also get to change the enchant. I didn't really want fiery as its enchant, but I'll take it. For a second lower cooldown? I just want this build to live until I upgrade the flamethrower. That's all I want. Oh, that's liquid cool. No! No! They just slowed all of my... They've got 6 ammo in the atomic stock clock. My heavy pulse rifle is 6 seconds. My missiles takes 10 seconds to fire. Anyway, they are dead. But they slowed all of my items. And then they froze me. How did that actually happen? I literally didn't look at that fight. No, I was just like looking at the fight like, oh, okay, we're screwed. But I would actually like to see how it happens instead of just worrying about it happening. Okay, I just straight up hit them with burn faster than they hit me. Hell yeah. Oh, we're charging. Teaches slow skills. I think it's time to go to Slow More Lumbra. I slow. I mean, admittedly, Knife Tricks is the best thing I can get, but Adira has so many misses now. And slow is always relevant. I mean, weapons is always relevant by board, but there's not that many weapon skills that are super relevant here.
If you could feel it, this thick, slow river, you'd understand.
When you slow, your weapons gain 3 damage to the fight. So every 4 seconds, I slow 6 times. So this is plus 18 damage every 4 seconds to my entire board. Relevant.
Bring others into the long time.
I mean, I absolutely got to be eaten. I'll take Jules Cafe here as well. As much as Kina does have the ability to give us, like, you know, another scrap metal. Oh my god, 4 second cooldown. I really do just need to make sure that I have higher base damage. I can definitely take out the Void Colossus. By the time the Eye of the Colossus has gone off, I've already fired with the Fiery Flamethrower at least once, if not twice. Once. It'll be once. Well, it depends on the slows. No, it's once. But as it turns out, that once would have been enough. God, the upgrade for this Flamethrower is going to be so important. When is my next upgrade level? Is it now? No. Is it level 17? I feel like it's at the end of level 17, which is going to make me pretty sad because that's pretty far away from this. Fiery Flamethrower can get 10 additional damage from a Sharpened Stone, though. And 20 additional burn off the back of the same. Cooldown reduction, but it's up against fighting another fight, and fighting the good fights is compulsory for me. Because it comes with experience. Oh, I even get to fight the Trash Titan. Hell yeah, I love this guy. Or at least I love fighting this guy when I'm not given any choice, because so many times when I see him, I'm like, I can fight the Trash Titan, but I could also get 3 more experience, and the favor is going to break for 3 more experience. Junkyard Lance. Deals 100 damage for each small item you have, including stash. I know that there have been runs done with that. That's as much as I can say. I've not done it. I'm terrified of doing it. At some point, I will be in the position where I have to do it. Andreo. We're on the same win-loss record. Alright. Come on. I think I'm better than Force Field Dooley at this point. I think we get enough burn on them that we're better than that at this point. Okay, Weaponized Core as well. And you're scaling fast weapon. I think I'm significantly better than that's right. Yeah, that Flamethrower is really eating them. It really comes down to, do I find an enemy who kills me before I can do anything? Y/N. It's got to be Isla until I have my Fiery Flamethrower upgrade.
Oh, I do miss it.
I'll be back.
All my weapons have been tested in battle. Have you?
Cooldown reduction? Oh no! It's 2 experience versus an upgrade versus cooldown reduction by 12%. I have to be honest, I think upgrading the Fiery Flamethrower is far and away the most important thing that I'm capable of doing at the moment. The consideration point is this, though. How do I approach leveling up? Right? Like, if my next level up will be an upgrade... levels... See if I can try and find any information here. If my next level up is an upgrade... Yeah, level 16... Level 16 is an item upgrade. Level 17 is the next skill. Okay, so I've got my upgrade coming soon. I don't need the upgrade hammer. Which means it's cooldown reduction for the flamethrower, 100%. 100%. Cole would love cooldown reduction, but realistically, the flamethrower is actually dealing the damage, so it should probably break in its favor. I got so much money. I got so much money, my rooms have rooms. Void Colossus? Absolutely. And I'll thank you kindly for the upgrade you're offering as well. Void Ray, when you shield, this gains 1 burn for the fight. Time to upgrade our Flamethrower. Double its burn on top of its double burn from default because it's fiery. Oh my god, another fight. You shouldn't have. Seriously, don't challenge me. Oh, Void Colossus. Void Golem, sorry. Void Golem's way scarier than the Colossus because it can instantaneously kill my fire. You bastard. I don't know. Okay, we still get him with the fiery core. Honestly, we only survived that because they killed one of their Caltrops as well. If they didn't kill their Caltrops and my flamethrower, like, if they killed anything other than my flamethrower, they die. If they kill anything... If they kill my flamethrower and they kill anything other than Caltrops, I die. Or maybe Spices also would have worked. Woof. Burn skills. Hey? We're pretty late in the game, so we're going to see a lot of diamond tier burn skills. Specifically, I want to see exactly the burn skill. Haste your burn items at the start of the fight. Can we not get that? Huh? Is it considered a haste skill, not a burn skill? What's going on here? Yeah, if I look at haste, it turns up. It's a burn reference skill, not a burn skill. So, theoretically, Mollifang can't sell it. Rough. Slow-mo, I don't know what more I want from you. I mean, higher slow scaling would be nice, but it's not that impactful. I think it's... I honestly think it's just Simon for hopefully lower cooldown on the core. Yeah, if you have exactly one friend, reduce it and the core's cooldown by 5%. That'll make it very slightly faster. Letting off steam the first 5 to 10 times you burn each fight. Haste the core 2 seconds. Not going to be relevant. The core is already hasting itself with let off steam. Fiery Flamethrower, the core is already getting perma-haste. I say perma-haste. It's perma-haste until the fight ends, because either the enemy kills me or I kill them with the Fiery Flamethrower in that same time, so... I feel like gumballs make a very minimal difference at this point versus possibility to find something busted. Nope. The busted items, like, upgrades theoretically, like enchanted upgrade for missiles maybe, but like it's really the core. It really comes down to the scrap metal for the additional second cooldown on the core. Well, for the additional second cooldown reduction, rather, for the one less second of cooldown on the core. Ooh, submarine with poison, and it's slowing from the Neural Toxin as well. I have no lifesteal, I die here. I got a huge amount of burn on him, but they're lifestealing and shielding at the same time. 1.5k burn on them. You know what? Respect. Damage was really high by base. Where was it getting the high damage by base from? Plus 50 from right-handed. Oh, augmented weaponry with plus 100 damage on it. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, where it was getting all the damage from, because that's very high damage to not need scaling and still do serious work. Alas. Huge amount of burn on them when they went down, but I gotta be pretty happy with this. And am. The fact that we got, you know, tuned up with the fixer-uppers a couple times there and still managed to make the 7 wins? 2 chests? The ability to get additional rank here? Plus 1 rank up? All of that. Incredible. Over the moon with it. Of course, the next character we rotate is Pygmalion, so I'll see you in that episode for when we run a fixer-upper. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody, named the game has been Bazaar. Top left is a series playlist for all my content, the Game Pass present, future YouTube names, YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of the people who are generously supporting and proudly become patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank you and a special thanks to this episode of Sorathil. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you all next time.